until there is now a sea of them. All while mulling over the subject of life, death, parting, and enduring in endless loneliness.
Fate is absurd indeed. Our lives were a mirror. We walked different paths.
I had hoped. I'm sorry.
I lived my life well,
Even though
too many responsibilities. But I realized recently that if I wouldn't have made it here, I wouldn't have understood them.
the meaning of our existence.
This sea of flowers blooms on dead land, because we sowed it with the seeds of our separation, and watered it with our tears of loneliness. Yes, that's why Thanatos cannot create living beings at will. Nor can the hand of shadow determine a person's remaining days. Because the life and death of mortals should never be dictated by another's will.
Are you saying there's no point in Thanatos' existence?
No. No single being can bear the scales of life and death on their own. Not even a god. Life and death wait.
You, too, we've taken quite... I had a feeling, even back then, that we would meet again one day. Not to embrace one another after a long separation, but to come in search of retribution. Tell me the answer that's already been written. It's been far too... I always hoped I would... But
I know. You don't have to shoulder. So, let's give our core flame to her. Our responsibility. Let's tend the field together. What do you think?
yes, just you shall with, as foretold by the prophecy, our fated moment.
Just like
Yes, but unlike
you've...
Yes. Complete your trial in this. You've been tempered by like a raven butterfly.
I will. The cycle of life.
Just one last.
Of course.
Please.
I promise you, when we meet in the next, even if we do not, I will still hold.
Castorice, you're as beautiful as a fleeting butterfly.
I will bring rest to death. And from now on, stagnant life will once again flow.
Time flies. When this farce is...
No need to ask.
Then why do you drag... Such hard...
I couldn't agree.
Oh.
I know myself better.
And, well... The hour of the trial...
I suppose there is no...
You were saying that...
Indeed. Remember what happened on the... Unfortunately, for all the pains I took... That is, if Castorice was truly sent... If the Twins of Death...
Well, that is all well and good. But how can you be so sure?
It may... Besides, I, and Exagoras, am Come. Let us go and teach those pathetic...
Let's see.
Fine.
Let those Christ, let them hear.
As always,
Professor Anaxa.
everyone must cast their votes.
Prof.
Akuma has stood but that is not what you... I didn't spend all those...
So,
No, I don't.
I thought...
Because that question is not... Is Aglaya... Listen up. You still have time. Tell it to those begging for salvation from the gods.
Got it. Thank you.
That's an exact...
Who...
That'll depend on how well you...
Elders in finding of...
Much obliged, Lord Light.
I remember him.
Where's Lady Goldweaver?
Can this dude read?
By Kefaliaba, as you look upon, I see your feet. Yet, but
What?
Heidi's Elizii, how I wish, because she... I will never forget the day the black tide struck. My father, Hieronymus, fought with a broken sword to his last breath to protect his child. My mother, Aldada, she was Galba. He was a hunter. And what of Livia, her daughter? Did she make it out alive? No, she didn't. They kept saying the same thing over and over. Why, Fina? Aren't we the best of friends? That is the Black Tide. A looming threat that can bring Akima to its knees any time. Much as it pains me, I must disappoint you. While the demigod of strife has done by now the name of that black-robed swordmaster, the Flame Reaper, has likely echoed throughout the city already. The roaring thunder is a message from the strife den.
Lies! If such a powerful enemy is indeed approaching, why is Akima still a picture of peace?
Exactly! The city of Akima shows no signs of pandemonium or chaos. And why is that? I beg you, spare... No! This peace we enjoy is no gift of fate. The Council of Elders claims that Aglaya will one day forsake the people because her divinity is eroding her body and soul. The answer that no one can bring themselves to speak of. A truth stained in blood and buried in greed, fear, and vanity. Allow me to lay it bare. It is because the Council of Elders, which bears Akima's history and honor, along with this citizens' assembly we once took so much pride in, are now infested with vermin.
You insolent whelp! How dare you!
It is true that Aglaya has reached her limit. Why? Because she has been working tirelessly to weave the defenses of our holy city against the encroaching evil. All while these vermin are making up baseless accusations about her and scheming in the shadows. Not once has she ever failed Akima. Yet these vermin attempt to mislead you and reduce this assembly to a crude standoff between gods and humans, but citizens of Akima. Once more, examine them closely. Beneath all that, make your judgment. Then turn your gaze to the demigods, whom so many of you regard as... Yet, no matter what your answer is, and no matter who your vote goes to, rest assured that you have nothing to fear. For Aglaya, Tribios, and I will remain your faith, and this vow will stay true. A steadfast and unwavering promise that shall endure.
At the present time, on the scales of Talentum, those who call for the continuation of the Flame Chase journey, and those who demand each faction holds an equal...
As expected. This is the...
And now, it's your turn to vote.
Is there anyone else who hasn't voted?
No, you're the last. Cast your vote with care for your...
I have long since made a decision.
Very well. May you bring much... Last vote.
Who will he vote for?
The last vote.
Let's see.
You've done well, Finan. Given the circumstances, delivering a rousing speech to... Thank you all for your patience. On behalf of the 7 sages of the Grove of Epiphany and the scholars of Amphorius, But before that, in the interest of fairness, Lady Goldweaver, I pose a question to you before all who are gathered here. Will you, as Finan has promised, stand by the decision made in the Assembly, regardless?
In the interest of fairness, I make no promises, lest it should influence your decision.
Very well. I thank you for your honesty.
What's he doing?
The stakes are high. Let's be patient.
Cut the act! Who do you think you are wasting our time like this?
Lord Anaxa, please do not forget that I...
Rule number 1. Do not call me Anaxa. Rule number 2. Never interrupt me. Silence is golden.
Just vote already. What are you waiting for?
I cannot help but wonder, is every hardship in the world something you will exploit and use to your advantage?
Oh, Circes. Let us journey to the Netherrealm and see how she will substantiate the answer to your question and validate my decision. We need only to follow the sound of the tide. You...
Well done, child. Just as I...
Teacher.
What a twist. You cherish the truth. So, child, as the sage, go forth. Go now, child. And when you reach the end...
You have my...
May Circe save...
You are right, Empedocles. May we meet again.
What? Silence! Silence, everyone!
Behold, Circes, here at the center of the world. For this place is but one step.
Professor, I completed the proof you wanted.
Thank you, Castorice. The answer is plain as day. My vote goes to the Flame Chase Journey and nothing else! Elder Kindness, I have deciphered the truth of this world!
With the balance shattered, the result is clear. By carefully enter Lenten above as the...
No! Lygus, you can't! Nexa, what have you... I hope you... you put on...
Performance? If you really because I...
Lady Kindness, with all the citizens here as witnesses, I have observed...
You!
It seems not everyone by your leave.
Interest. Elders and citizens, your attention, please. Stay for a moment more.
What is this performer up to now?
Just a moment, but I regret to say that... Tell me.
Nonsense!
No one? Very well. No? Thought.
What are you trying to do? Hey!
So, no one? I see. In that case, Finan, answer me this.
Professor, what are you doing?
Let him continue with his performance.
Will you look at that? Even Finan and Aglaya lack the courage to make such a promise. And what's even more absurd is that no one but I can promise you this new world. And yet, the Assembly passed the resolution anyway. But you needn't worry, because I knew better than to trust you good-for-nothings. That is precisely why I am here today. To give you... Now listen up and listen well. I, Anaxagoras of the Grove of Epiphany, hereby declare... Everything that the Flame Chase Journey promises is true! Finan of Ides Elysiae, the prophesied demigod who shall succeed Kefali, will reforge each and every one of us in the new world with his complete, intact memories.
What?
The core flame-bearing titans were the Chrysos heirs of yesterday. And the Chrysos heirs who carry the core flames today will be... All of our souls shall endure for eternity in the miracle of the World-Bearer. And all under Kefali's protection shall step into that new world.
This is your blasphemy!
What? Are you saying that we must bow down to you and worship you, even in our... Enough, you blasphemous imbecile! How dare you try to deceive us with all these...
I told you, don't interrupt me! But since you've asked, I shall be kind and indulge you. My statements are based on my experiments on the divine body of Kefali themselves! You heard me correctly, everyone. With the tacit approval of Kindness and the Council of Elders, I fused my soul with a god through alchemy, and learned the truth behind...
What is he talking about? Isn't that pure blasphemy?
I, the vile, wretched blasphemer, deserve nothing less than death for my sins. And the Council of Elders, which granted me consent and aided in committing this atrocity, should face punishment alongside me!
By the gods, even...
The cameras are we're carefully above.
I had no knowledge of his transgressions. He did that on his own. The Council of Elders bears no response. Lord Lygus, as the esteemed Theoros, are you going to simply stand by and allow the Council of Elders to be dragged through the mud?
If the accusation is true, I will acknowledge it. If not, my conscience stands unburdened. Lady Kindness, repercussions await those who fool the people, and punishment must be meted out on those who abandon their vows.
You...
Lady Aglaya, the Gold Weaver, I humbly ask that you take on the responsibility of... Considering the circumstances, and in accordance with Agama's Codex, as the only demigod among us, you shall rightfully wield this authority.
The honor is mine.
How is this permitted?
Elders and citizens, silence, if you please. Anaxagoras of the Grove of Epiphany has made his statement first. Elder Kindness of Akima, and Lygus, in the names of Talantin and Kefili.
Yes! That's what we deserve!
Curse you!
Now, concerning Anaxagoras of the Grove of in the names of Talantin and Kefili, the accused must be allowed to hear the people's voice prior to the execution, for a chance at a reduced sentence and possible...
Professor.
Let him die. Let him die. Let him die. Let him die.
What decision will you make, Lady Goldweaver?
Enough with the hesitation.
Let him die.
Then, oh Talant...
Allow me to reintroduce myself. I bore the name of Castorice while walking among the mortals. And now, I stand as the demigod of death, the living side of Thanatos. Welcome to my realm, where the west wind ends. You're still as energetic as always. Did you know? Every flower here was planted by Thanatos themselves. These flowers, and it is my duty as the Master of Death to tend to their well-being and foster their growth in this serene haven. Similar to the structured cycle of life and death in the mortal world, these flowers too shall wither and fade, returning to the earth and then ascending to the sky with mist and tides. Eventually, they will descend to the mortal land as gentle rain. Every soul undergoes the perpetual... Yet, sadly, there's no time left for Emphorius to wait for when the flowers bloom again. Now, death is the power at my fingertips. It once led the souls of the deceased here, but I shall open the gate of the netherworld and return you to the realm of the living. In exchange, please, take the core flame of death with you and complete the flame chase journey. Do not let our... Thank you. Just like the other demigods, I will stay here and embrace my destiny. That being said, it is not easy to guide a lost soul back to the mortal realm. The whispers of death are sweet and alluring. If your determination wavers, please consider this a one-time exception. I will do everything in my power for the Flame Chase journey, and for your life, the only life I can save. I am glad to hear.
Over here!
I believe in you.
I beg you, look back for me. Don't go.
Lift your chin up high and step forward with us toward tomorrow!
That's right. Keep your eyes on the dawn.
Onward. Show me your courage.
Partner, we shall become heroes together.
This is proof that you once lived. Your soul, your memories, the years you've journeyed through, and the path they revealed, leading you. So, continue onward. Do not stop moving forward, and do not let her sacrifice and the support of all who have stood by you be in vain. Over here, friend! Take my hand! Let's go home.
Your soul is still perfect. Is it Ornyx's fun? Perhaps it is fate. It seems that this is the sensation. Do you recall that prophecy? I promised you I can find the wish I once. Every touch, they will radiate with an The other shore is very cold. Borrow your warmth. One last time. Thank you for fulfilling this wish of mine. The place I'll be going to is what humans call the Land of Sorrows. But with this heartbeat and the residual heat of this embrace, I shall turn the Netherrealm into a gentle place of rest. This embrace may be brief, but it's the proof that I once lived. Farewell, then. May we reunite in the new world.
That grand
I gave up every... You, on the other hand.
crave power.
Those are your...
But what you said at the end...
I may have lost it.
That's true.
So, may I resonate with your core flame, Aglaya?
Please do.
That's...
Just as you... Until fine and grow...
I've long predicted this was the case. But I didn't... But casting aside our...
Fine.
Yes. He was sadly...
Congratulate...
When you put it that...
Aglaya, we're back. Come welcome our great...
I hope he didn't hear your earlier assessment.
It wouldn't be the first.
I'm glad... But... I don't see Cass...
It looks like she not only helped me prove my theory, but helped you fulfill your mission as well.
She might not have been able to change her fate. But Trinan, please, recite the prophecy for us. Trailblazer, please surrender that scalding core flame for us. You are the only life she ever saved by her own hand in her 1,000 years on this earth. I believe no one is more qualified for this noble task.
O gods who have returned, and gods who are still watching, today we bring you a soul like the Hand of Shadow, Thanatos. Remembered their name from the... And there was one who joined hands with the Titan, a traveler risen from the dead, and reborn among mortal kind. O Majesty of the we seek your divinity. Fill our bodies with blood of gold, till we wither in willing service to the prophecy. Step forward, trailblazer from beyond the sky, and together with us, surrender the core flame and carve their star into the sky.
Constellation
for life and...
Look! It's...
No, it's only a divine echo. I think she's...
je suis au ciel, la soupe je me suis.
What did she say?
That's the language, castorice. They said, I have illuminated the cold shadow of death.
Onwards. For your path to the future is bright and its flame eternal. Do not forget.
She made
Professor,
What's with that look? So, that's...
I don't understand.
Of course there's a point. It goes without saying.
I still don't...
Then allow me to tell you, what exactly are we? So, what are we? The very essence of the world.
Is that...
Correct. Just as seeds are to destroy our very existence, one must destroy that person is so. And especially...
Anaxa?
That is all I have to say.
Farewell, great.
Are you satisfied, Honorable Titan?
Very. I hereby swear I have borne witness, Anaxagoras of the New Sporists, and thus you shall transcend the peaks of
Oh, so that... Oh, Cersei's. That is... What is it?
As you've so if that is the case... Oh my.
But we should allow the children... Rejoice, Cersei's. I sow the seeds of suspicion in the new world with your soul! And now, the objective is complete. That is all.
Thankfully, she's still alive. Was March 7th also in this condition when she was first rescued by the Express? But she still woke up naturally. Looking on the bright side, that might happen this time as well. I do not have, perhaps. Think about it. Unfortunately, short-term memory, but an individual who has lost the belief of the Garden is that everything in this universe can be interpreted. The past is made up of memoria, while the future is a possibility. Therefore, when a Is Miss Himiko... In other words, that's not a problem. A world that can only... They might unleash... I chose to remain quiet. You can be even bolder with your... I cannot be certain. But at the very least, they're capable. I am deeply sorry. Miss Himiko, the wisest choice right now is for us to continue cooperating. Let me take back a part of what I said just now, Miss Himiko. Although we indeed struck a deal, it seems like I have involved you in some unforeseen danger. Please accept my deepest apologies. It's fully...
I never expected to meet. What's even more interesting.
This lady...
It's,
What are you two? Please. The ones who need help are the Astral Express. You'll have to put up with my methods, even if they are rather Let's get back to the topic. Not only does this person... I searched through her... Since I'm not able to find...
Planning?
Yes, but not in the flesh like you all foolishly did. See these herded mirrors? But of course these...
I see.
Although that star zone is done, sit back. All right, now that everything is ready, mirrors, get to work. First mirror, in as you cut the preparation. Second, this time. Third mirror. Good, forget it. Preparation of the data spirit entity complete. Thought refraction at max power. Excellent. First mirror.
Have a safe trip.
May your journey yield good results.
Coordinates in spatial warp activated.
Oh! Second mirror.
All right, please read the safety.
Can't you hurry up?
Yes, ma'am.
I didn't expect it to be so turbulent. I should have... Let's see. What's this? What's this? Oh, it moved? Oh, I finally found your... How esteemed must you be for the... It's either a projection or a fake. There doesn't...
My deepest apologies.
Who's there? Are you not going to answer my question? Who are you?
I have many identities, and I'm going to have even more Lycurgus.
All right, Lycus. But you can't possibly think that I'm just asking for a name, okay?
Regrettably, I do not have the authority to share more. However, standards are always flexible. While not violating the ultimate agreement, now, please, kindly turn back.
You seem to understand me very well. Then you should know that I have no reason to listen to you.
Your reaction is completely within my calculations. Despite my long years as a watcher, it seems like my assessment of human nature still remains accurate, but my answer remains unchanged. Madam?
Let's assume for a second that I'm not so well-mannered, and that I insist on uncovering the secrets hidden behind you, Mr. Lygus. How do you plan to dispel this
Within the scope of the ultimate agreement, there are 178,204. After filtering through them, I have determined that I only require
Oh? I'm all ears.
First, for reasons that cannot be disclosed, Amphorius is a completely isolated celestial.
That's not a good argument.
Second, if your plan is, as you've alluded to previously, to force me into co-op just like you, I have basked in the gaze of the erudition. I stake my honor and assure you that in the worst case...
Oh. No wonder I couldn't find a back door. When I did a scan of our surroundings, the safety protocols on you are comparable to Screwy's. How interesting.
I assume that you still wish to hear the third.
Of course. Why wouldn't I?
Third, even if you exhaust all your means, and find you will surely give up once you understand the consequences of your actions. After all, throughout your long life, as much...
What a brazen robot. You think that you can actually understand me through your paltry calculations? But since you put it that way, why don't you tell me what these consequences will be?
It concerns the third path that is entangled with Amphoris. A path that you and your friends still be destruction. So, if you ignore, you will break the shackles of a Lord Ravager.
Yeah.